Hey everyone, how's it going? Grizzly here with another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Today going to be playing on the new Halloween map, Payload Race Hell Tower, which is a reskin of the Valve map High Tower. So playing as Demo Man with the regular grenade launcher and sticky bomb launcher. But anyway, a couple of days ago a patch was released which fixed all of the game crashes going on that I'd been having trouble with. And since then I've been getting quite a bit of game time in, so I'm just going to kind of talk about the gameplay briefly here. I'm sure most of you guys have already played it or you've seen videos covering it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail there, but I am just going to briefly explain what is happening in case anyone is unfamiliar. So this is the payload race game type, which means both teams have a car and they're trying to push it to the end before the other team. And the red team's car is Blue Tark, which is the leader of the blue team, and in the blue team's car is Redmond, leader of the red team. So your goal is to beat the other team to the end and send that person to hell. It's a little strange, and if you're more interested in the backstory, just head on over to the official TF2 website, and everything is laid out for you there. So what makes this different than regular High Tower? Well, first off, there are a few minor changes in the layout. So there's a new drop down coming out of spawn, as well as a death pit near the health underneath the tower, and there's also a huge hole in the wall near the big health pack in that building that's over there by the edge. And other than that, everything is pretty much the same except for when you hear the bell chiming. And when you hear the bell chime, a bridge will appear leading out to this building that's over that canyon, and you'll walk across the bridge, and once you go through the portal, you'll be given a spell. Now, I haven't really mentioned spells yet, and throughout the game, spells will spawn at different points in the map, and you have to go pick them up. But to pick them up and use them, you have to equip your spell book. Then you can go around and you can be invisible, you can set people on fire, throw bats. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that you can do with the spells, some better than others. But once the game is all finished and one team has pushed their car all the way to the end, your screen will go white and you'll end up in hell. And both teams then will race to the top of the hill, and whoever touches the book first will win. Now obviously there's a ton of fighting going on to get there, so most of the time there's only going to be one team left anyway. So once that team touches that, the game is over and the map just restarts. But now that I've kind of talked about the new gameplay, I'm going to give you guys my opinion on the update, how I feel about it, if I think anything could have been improved, and you know, that kind of thing. So let's start off with the content that was added. With this update they added over 100 new items, and when I say items I'm referring to hats. Now, like I mentioned in my expectations video, I'm not a huge fan of hats, but I am 100% in favor of supporting the community, and all of the items that were added were from people who had uploaded them to the workshop, so it's great to see so many new additions to the game created by you guys, community members, and it's awesome for them to see their items actually make it into the game, so I'm completely in support of that. However, I am a little bit disappointed that none of the hats were able to be worn outside of Halloween. So it would have been nice to see a few that aren't Halloween exclusive, but I'd rather see it this way than being able to wear all of the hats all the time. Now let's talk about the map next. High Tower has kind of got this reputation in the past few years for being known as a team deathmatch map. Not a ton of effort goes into playing the objective, but with this update it has actually given people quite a bit of reason to actually get on the cart and get to the end, so I applaud that. You know, the spells make everything really hectic and fun, but if I'm being honest, it's pretty easy for me to look past all that and see the map for what it is. It's really just a simple reskin of High Tower, and that's a map that we've all played 100 times. Now, I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything. Valve has done a terrific job supporting the game way after they've had to. They've continued to update the game since release, and they've always managed to fit a ton of content in every single year, and for that, you know, I respect them. And it's very rare for a company to show so much support to a game that's been out for as long as Team Fortress 2 has. It's been out for 5-6 years now, and they're still putting updates out every single year, you know, every few months. So just for that, you know, it's just great to see that they're still updating the game. But if I'm honest, I am a little disappointed, and I don't mean the update is bad by any means. I just might have set my hopes a little bit too high. And you know, at this point in the game's life, we should be thankful for any update we get at all. I mean, I'm happy that they're still supporting the game and the update for fun occasions like Halloween. But, you know, I am just a little bit, you know, disappointed. I think there could have been a little bit more. But that's all I have to say. So I'd love to hear you guys' opinions on the update. And, you know, just what you thought. If you think it could have been improved, if you think it was great the way it was, anything like that. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys all later.